Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to see all of you. Some of you might not know me. Call me Delicate Necromancer. Oh, for some of you who know, hey Lana. Right? I have a couple little things for you. Before I do, I'm gonna do a couple little precautions. And I mentioned a lot of death, of course. Being a necromancer, can't avoid it. Also, mentions of self-harm, suicide, and mental illness. For those of you who have issues or sensitivities to these subjects, I recommend you avoid this episode. Only for your own safety. I care about every last one of you. Yeah. As we get into this, there's a number of reasons why I call myself a necromancer. Least of all, I've actually died a couple times. 3, in fact. 3 separate times. Almost 4. But that last one will be a story for another time. I guess tonight we're going to be sharing a little bit more of where I came from, why I'm here. Yeah. As you must know, I was very small. I was not the most popular of younglings. Children. I was easy to target. I was quiet. I was short. And most of all, I was odd. In more ways than one. Now, I like to think that my oddities were more of a gift than anything else. I would only learn that much later. I was persecuted, thrown around, called the most heinous things, known as small as that could be called. Left alone in the darkest places. Those that would normally protect you. Those you would run to. Ask for help. I found you, on me, just as strange as everyone else did. Never knew why. Never knew why I singled out. Never knew why it was I got treated so terribly. It's not really their fault, I suppose. But it's hard not to blame them. Being a target makes you jaded very quickly. Into a very dark place. Very quickly. It didn't take very long. A little nudge here, a poke there. And it was just enough to make me believe that I was not worth being here. Now again, I am called the Necromancer for many reasons. I call myself that. I attempted to leave this place. Myself away. I could tell the story of exactly how I did it, but I don't think you need that. I woke up. I woke up after trying to leave. I wondered why wasn't it easy for me? Why can't I just do it? It was just it felt like happenstance. that I came back. It happened again. I tried harder. Planned it out more detail. Put it all together. Made sure nobody knew. Didn't tell a single soul. I tried again. I tried very hard. Much harder than the second. And again, I found myself awake. It was painful, and I learned. That was when someone very close that I had not noticed saw what I did to myself. She decided I should stay. I should stay here. Continue living. It was very precious. I had told her about the 2 times I'd come back. Each time, I wouldn't say not quite getting to the other side, but maybe I did. I really don't know. But things were good. Things were nice. I thought maybe I could stay. Maybe those 2 chances I had taken teach me I should stay. I should be here. Yeah, I'm meant for something. It wasn't to be. She left. I never knew what happened to her. Never found out. One day she was gone. I think that's when it hurt the most. One reason, one person. I thought worth staying here for is gone. So I broke a promise to her. I tried one more time. That one hurt the most. I'm not gonna lie. What I did, most likely gonna stay with me for a long time. The other times will also stay with me, but for different reasons. I have not been gentle on myself. And yet, after the 3rd time, I still woke up. Part of me wish I hadn't. 3 separate times I came back. But I actually died? No idea. Felt like I did. I don't remember anything from it. But after 3 times of trying, not being able to leave, I decided to stay. I could have tried a 4th time, and a 5th, and so on. But I believe it would have ended the same way. I would have woken up, being taught a very painful lesson is, I'm here to stay for quite a while. Someone, something, wants me to stay here. I could make a joke about heaven not wanting me, and hell doesn't want to let me in. I'm stuck between. A little bit. Now, I'm glad I'm here. I have found all of you. Every last one of you. I have been in the dark places. I have been truly alone. I have screamed into the void. I can tell you, nothing works more to get out of those dark places, get out of that pit. Someone who cares. I can be that someone. Maybe a necromancer. Maybe you have the darkest things. Even dark things make a little light now and again. You are worth it. Just as I am. It took me a long time to learn that lesson. It was awful. It sucked. And maybe I was just lucky. I was probably more than lucky. You don't need luck. Of the Necromancer. Now the elegance. The one that can listen to you. You are worth it. And if I can make just a little bit of light for you, that's all I want. Each and every one of you, my darling new followers, is worth it. You are all dear to me. Every last one of you. Don't want you to think or believe for an instant you are alone. But you're not. You're not alone. You don't have to be. The dark things in your head will tell you. 100%. No one's gonna listen to you. No one knows you. You're invisible. It's not true. As the one who lives in the darkest places, I see you. Huddled up there. You don't have to worry. Necromancer's here for you. Every last bit. I know it can be hard. I know it can be difficult. You are stronger, smarter, wiser than you really know. Just give yourself the chance. Prove it to yourself. I know you can. I can come back from the dead 3 times. You can make it out of the dark. It's not gonna be easy. Really not. But you can do it. I believe in you. And if you can't believe in yourself, well, you might as well obey the Necromancer now, wouldn't you? You don't want to disappoint your elegance. That's the last thing you would want. I trust and believe in yourself. I trust in your strength. I trust you will make me proud. Now and always. From here, I'll always be with you. Even just a little bit. When you feel that little pang of dark, the chill of cold, icy bit in your breath, and you get those dark thoughts sneaking into your mind, remember, I'm here too. And you're not alone. You are a wonderful, darling light. Each one more than a follower. There's a living person inside that body, inside that shell of yours. And it's your job to take care of it. These are the things that I have learned over many years. Walking in dark places, most of the time by choice, some by not. I don't want to pretend that learning these lessons was easy or injury-free. But if I can impart some wisdom, nice lessons, even a little bit of hope, all of that is worth it. Especially for you. And I don't say those words lightly. You are wonderful and you deserve it. I like the dark places. For me, they comfort me. They remind me of where I've come from. Remind me of what I've overcome. And I remind myself, often, struggle, living right in the shadow, right on the edge of darkness. It's not easy. It's a choice I make. It's where I'm comfortable. It's where I like to be. Believe that? You are all wonderful. The dark is not for many, and I wouldn't want to force it on you. You may visit. You may come and chat. The dark things do have wisdom. They can tell you many, many things. But always, always remember, no matter how bad they make the world seem, there's still hope. So light. So wonderful things. You are more the pieces you make. That is for sure. Be good to yourselves, just as I am to me. Every last one of you. As odd and as strange and as wonderful and varied as you are, each and every one of you is worth living happy, full life. I hope that these little bits of wisdom can reach you, encourage you, let you know that there is somebody who cares. And I'm always, always one to listen. I may be a necromancer. I may be your elegance. But I am wise enough to know that being alone is not worth it. Putting yourself in a box, throwing away everyone else is not worth it. Life is not meant to be walked alone. We have ears for a reason. We can speak for a reason. We can share who we are. And in turn, we can learn about others. Through that, our lives are less lonely. Our lives are more fruitful. You are all wonderful to talk to. Be around. You are fun. You are sweet. You are supportive. You are everything I could possibly hope for. I am proud of you. I am Ilana, the elegant necromancer. I live in the home in a place called the Night Star. I live in the night. I love it there. And those of you who come and visit, your company is always welcome. I do hope, beyond hope, that I can reach you in your darkest days, when it's hard, and those little gnawing thoughts get at you. I can just nudge you right out, make you believe my words over those gnawing thoughts, just a little. And I'm happy. These are more than just words of encouragement for all of you. As the Necromancer, I've seen where the darkness goes. I've been there. And you deserve better. So says the Necromancer. And don't worry, I'm going to be here for a very long time. It has been deemed such that I can't leave. I can't go anywhere else. Not that I would want to anymore. There are those of you who I know very well. You know the stories. You know the things I've had. Know that no matter how bad those things might have been, I'm not going anywhere. You, as they say, can't get rid of me. Not you, and seemingly not the rest of the universe. It tried as hard as it could to convince me I'd leave. I think something had other ideas. I am the Necromancer. Death is different for me. It bothers some of you. I know that. Why, if again, this bothers you, if this sets you off, please take care of yourself. You do not have to be here. For me, death is different. It doesn't bother me anymore. It used to. I can assure you that death used to bother me very much. The idea of just leaving, no longer existing, even being sent somewhere else, used to terrify me. But not anymore. Death is something that happens. It is something that is natural. It's just a process that every living thing goes through. Now, how you get there, on the other hand, is very different. I have been asked many times how I feel about leaving early, giving up. And sometimes, that is the only choice you may have. And I do not blame you. If you do think that, do believe that, the core of yourself, that you know that is true, it is time for you to leave. And I do not blame you. Now, there are many that think leaving is the answer. Do they want to leave? It's very different being forced to leave. What happened to me was what happens when the people, the world, those around you are trying to force you to leave. That I will not stand. You are better than that. If anything, live better than they are. Live better. Live well. Live in spite of the pain. You can do that. Now, you may not be as lucky as me. Get 3 chances, which I wholly believe I might be out of. I'm not willing to test if I have a 4th chance. Not one bit. And neither should you. Do not test if you have more than 1 chance at this life. You don't need it. I adore you. Every last one of you. Death is... the way it doesn't bother me also makes me a necromancer. I've seen it. I've held a very small little creature as it has passed. It is something to be experienced. So that if that's for you, that's for you to decide for yourself who you are. But this is just another step. Do I believe there's something else on the other side? I'm not sure. There's many times as I've been there, I don't remember anything. I simply remember it being dark. And then I woke up. That's it. It's as simple as that. You are all wonderful. Don't go doing what I did. Please. At least. Maybe, just maybe, having a different viewpoint on death and the dark things will help you feel more comfortable with where you're at. I'm someone who's very odd, very strange. My feelings on many things do not line up with others. I don't feel dying. Do I want to? No. I have too much to do. Now that I have all of you, I have much more to live for. Maybe now, many years down the line. I do hope that I can be here. And nothing takes me away early. Or earlier than I'd like. I adore being here. I'm happier than I've ever been. That doesn't mean that darkness is gone. It's still where I live. I visit them from time to time. I learn. I understand. But I don't believe the dark. It's a place for people only they've done the worst thing. Now, I believe I've been talking quite long enough. I could keep going on and on and on. But what it means to me to be your necromancer, I just might. Because necromancers bring things back. And that doesn't always mean it has to be a life, or a soul, or an undead. I can bring other things back to me. You might believe me. The one thing I really enjoy doing is bringing back your hope. The light. The love. Bringing that back to life. You thought it was gone. Thought it was away and left you. Let me bring it back. Let me take that dark feeling, those shadows that live in your mind, live in your heart. Give them to me. Let me take them. In return, I can raise your hope again. Raise love back into your heart. Clear your mind of the shadows. And maybe, just maybe, with a little bit of luck, perseverance, we can bring some light back. And you ask, what do I get out of it? Well, you give me your shadows. Give me your darkness, your dark things, ichor, your ink. Terrible things that live inside. I can learn. I can tear them apart. And some do live still in here. And the dark things still try to get out. But I'm smart. I know their tricks. I know what they say. I know how they speak. I've heard every terrible thing you can imagine. And maybe even some you can't. Some of those dark things are very creative. They give themselves names. Call themselves so many things so they can live inside your head. But they don't count on one thing. They don't count on a necromancer that knows how they work. Give your dark things to me. Share with me those terrible thoughts. Dark things that live in your heart. Give them to me. Maybe. If you're good, you trust me, you believe in the Necromancer, I can raise hope up again. I can bring that light back. I can give you light from the darkness. As the elegant Necromancer. You are cherished to me. Now, it has been a long night. Dawn soon approaches, and I must be going. Please be well. Treat yourself with kindness, or else I will hear about it. Do not disappoint me. You are better than that. Farewell.